Jackie Lee Price for Shadowboxruk UK. Today's guest is an old friend from my old amateur gym. Oh, I'm so pleased to welcome Zuhayr Al-Qahtani. How you doing?
Hey, Jackie, what's going on? We're in the fight. When you give me my corner.
Oh my God, so much to unpack. Listen, it's good to see your face.
You too. You look amazing as always.
Thank you. So do you. So in fact, we haven't aged. We don't look a day older.
No, you know what? You funny enough, you look the same as I seen you in the gym.
Oh my God. Well, hopefully I'm a little bit wiser.
With age, we get wiser.
There you go. There you go.
I think with me, it's the other way around.
don't say that. So listen, it's good. It's actually appropriate this week that I'm doing an old lodge boy because, as you will know, I'm getting a bit teary actually. As you well know, on Friday was the 10th anniversary of the passing of our coach, Mr Carney.
Yeah.
Let's share some memories first. Share some memories of Mr Carney.
Man, all in my mind, every time, like literally, when I go to the gym, when I go to Fitzroy Lodge and I look on the wall, I see his pictures there. So much memories comes back. A lot of people don't realize this. When I was younger, I got kicked out of school. I didn't have school to go to, no college, nothing. So Mick, he literally used to tell me to come to the gym early morning. So there was a period of time I never told my mum I got kicked out of school. So I used to stay quiet. I used to leave in the morning with my school uniform just to go to Fitzroy Lodge, right? And no one knew I got kicked out. I try to keep it as quiet as possible. Go to the lodge, stay there at 9 o'clock, train by myself in the gym. And I remember Mick used to buy me food. When he used to buy me food, I used to eat the food. And you know what, we got the pictures by the sauna. Yeah. I used to sleep right there. I used to put my gym bag right there and I used to sleep right there till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock when sparring starts. When sparring starts, I used to train in the morning and spar at 5 o'clock. And I remember every day, for a little while, to do it every day. And Mick used to look after me so much slower. And he used to spend time with me. See, a lot of people don't know this, but Mick had a unique character. His character, if he cusses you, he loves you.
It's true.
If he cusses you, he loves you. And do you know what? And I remember he always used to cuss me. He used to call me a bloody buffoon. Like, jab properly. What are you doing? Why are you fighting? I'm like, oh, sorry, Mick. So one time I went to box on the Army show, and Mark Rygate was in my corner talking to me. And while he was talking to me, I was looking at Mick. I was like, did I do all right, Mick? Is that okay? He's like, yeah. I like, anything you want me to do? I wasn't talking to Mark, I was talking to Mick.
Yeah, I know what that feels like. I fought for British title in kickboxing, and I had loads of people in the corner shouting at me. And the only person I could hear, I kind of turned to the side and was like, Mick was going, just. Do you know what I mean? Just jab. So, yeah, it's... yeah, he was such an amazing person. And like you say, things like that, you know, you coming into the gym, it's a little shelter as a young person. You get fed, you get what we call in the West Indies, you get a buff up, a telling off. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It
was actually my father figure in the gym. It was literally a father figure for me in the gym. And I think about it all the time. I was like, I wish he sees my progress. I really wish he sees me right now. And I remember right before his passing, I got to the novices finals, and I sat down next to him. And you know what? I always like to portray myself as a firm character, hard character. I don't break for nothing. And I remember Mick couldn't talk at the last stage of his life. He couldn't really talk, and he was sitting there with me, and I was trying to talk to him, and he told me, listen, go win this, yeah, go win, go do this. And I remember when I won my fight, I grabbed the microphone and I was talking, and no one had any idea what I said, because I was like, yeah, Mr Carney, and he was like, what did you say about Mr Carney? I was like,
just Mick.
I dedicated this fight to him. It was just it, man. He was that guy. For me, he was that. For Mike Tyson, it was Castamaro. For me, it was Mr Carney.
Yeah. I mean, does such an amazing thing for all of us, and sadly missed. And like you just said, one of the things that I think probably all of us feel like, you know, I wish you could see our progress now. Do you know what I mean? And also,
Absolutely.
one of those characters that's truthful. I feel like sometimes people in boxing aren't always truthful, and I like a Mickey Carney type of character that doesn't blow smoke up your backside. Let's say. So let's talk about you now. You're 8-0. I think the last time I spoke to you was a couple of years ago, and since then you've gone off. You've won the Middle Eastern Championships. You're really making a move. But then, like, obviously for the pandemic, you know, sitting at home and things got tough. Talk to me first about that Middle Eastern Championship experience.
So, okay, check this out. I get the call. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna box an AJ Ruiz on the card. I remember as soon as I got the call and they told me this, my first response is like, when am I coming? When am I coming? I'm ready. Tell me who, whatever. Give me the top dogs. I'll fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. Just make it happen. And yes, the event was big, but it wasn't about Andy Ruiz and AJ. It was about Zuhayr Al-Qahtani for me. For me, it was about making history and leaving a legacy behind in Saudi. Of course, I'm from Saudi, and I want to not only inspire the youth in Saudi. I want to inspire all the youth around the world. Like, when you see a dream, you can really achieve your dreams. And I'm just that step closer to achieving my dream. So let me fast forward it. Won my title. That feeling was the most amazing feeling I can explain to you, because like from being nothing to being a celebrity, I'm literally a celebrity in the Middle East. I get it all. I'm still not used to it. People be looking at me and I'm like, what's this guy looking at? What are you looking at? Why are you looking at me for this long? They'll be like, are you Zuhayralqahtani? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. How can I help you? Like, can you sign this? Yes, I can sign this. Just trying to observe that life. But yeah, it was good. It was a good experience, good feeling. I was hoping to progress and go forward, go for the Asian title, and straight away to challenge for something top 10 in the world for the lightweight division. Then COVID, man. COVID. I still feel 2 years younger. I think my age has not moved forward because COVID stopped everything. So I feel I'm 2 years younger.
Hey, listen, the same for all of us.
Yeah, it just ruined so much. Now I'm having my first fight back in November 27, a yoke called Bethnal Green, Steve Goodwin show. I can't explain to you how I feel. Like, without sounding so barbaric and brutal, I just want to punch someone in the face, but in a sporting manner.
Yeah.
In a sporting manner. So I want to continue where I left off and get what I didn't get, and just get fight one of the top boys.
Yeah. Listen, so first of all, I want to go back to the Saudi experience. You talk about, you know, people noticing you in the street and stuff. You know, what have been the most beautiful moments in terms of, because like you say, you must be inspiring so many kids out there. Tell me about a few of the most beautiful moments that you had whilst meeting your fans.
Okay, check this out. This is a funny moment. After the fight, I leave the event with my team. So me, I'm typical. I like to meet everyone. I like to say hello to all the fans. I don't start thinking I'm whatever. I go upstairs to the fans, talk to the fans. So when I was leaving the stadium, I remember the whole entourage, AJ, everyone was going towards their cars, their buses and so on to get on it. I was going towards my bus, but so many fans came towards me, and I was like, "Yo, okay, cool. I'll take pictures, autographs, sign this. I'm doing all of this." And Jackie, I'm not lying to you. I swear, it's probably 2,000 people approaching me that one day, and I'm signing. What happens? The bus leaves.
Shame.
My bus with my entourage. Basically, half my team left because they didn't know who I was left with the other half. So they left. So I'm thinking, oh, it's cool. It is what it is. So there's a public buses where you get the public buses because the stadium was in a bit of a far place. So you get a public bus to go to the main city. So I got the public bus, and as soon as I was wearing my belt.
I was going to say, you got a public bus with your belt over your shoulder.
Yeah. and my team. And you know what? Bus, everyone stopped and looked at me. That can't be him. I'm like, it's not me.
Yeah, you're looking forward.
It's not me, yeah. And I swear the whole bus was looking at me, and I sat right at the back, sat there, and everyone's head was like looking at me, and I'm like, I took my Instagram, recorded it, Then everyone's like, "That's him! Look him! His live! His live!" I'm like, "Oh my god!" So that journey, the whole bus, everyone was sitting there talking to me. It was crazy. I was having all these little kids come up to me. They was like, "Oh, I always wanted to box. My dad told me I couldn't make it. Now I saw you. I want to be like you." Like it was a surreal experience, and for me to see little kids being inspired, me taking them, because see, the Middle East has a problem, and has a diabetic problem and cigarette problem. They tend to be diabetic and smokers. So for me to create a new image of the new generation of youth, to inspire the new generation of youth to stay away from junk food, to stay away from drugs, cigarettes, or whatever intoxication they might be involved in, to bring them into the spotlight. Because when they saw me, they told me, look, the aspect of professional in Saudi means you play football in the day and you go smoke shisha at night. I was like, oh hell no, hell no. I'm the cream of the crop. I'm the elite of the elite. I aim to fight the best, and for me to fight the best, I have to be in top shape, top form. Yeah. And all these little kids were just like following me everywhere I go. I went to a restaurant, have food, and after this was the bus stopped. I went to get to the restaurant to get some food. There were so much people in the food shop. The food shop people wanted to take me in, but there was so much people inside. We had to leave for the back door. We didn't get to order.
Wow.
We went to KFC. We saw Tony Bailey there in KFC, and all the Sky Sport presenters, and all the little kids came to the KFC. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. I'm going to order my food. I'm going to chill the kids and talk to them. So I ordered my food. The kids are asking me for autograph. I'm signing, eating a chicken wing at the same time while I'm signing. It continued to the next day. Literally, people will be outside the hotel. And I'm not used to this life. I'm not used to it. I'm confused at what's happening.
Do you know what, though? In some respects, and it's great to get the belt, but surely that means even more in some respect, that your own countrymen and these little kids are all sort of surrounding you and praising you and looking up to you. So surely that must mean so much.
You know, it's basically this. I made history. Being the first Saudi boxer, first of all. See, I don't like the aspect of being the first Saudi boxer, but I do love the aspect of being the first Saudi champion. The Middle Eastern champion that come from Saudi. I love that. But let me tell you what's more greater, Jackie. In the future, it's going to be amazing, because I got something in the pipeline that's coming up, and me being the first Saudi champion is good enough, but me being something surpassed greater than that is going to be much more better. I want to leave a legacy and leave a history behind.
Yeah.
But by the time this is done and dusted, I went to the museum in Saudi, a sport museum, and guess what? I saw my picture on the wall. And do you know what? They took the worst picture. You know what? I got when I smile, my mouth goes all over the place.
Shame.
I was like, oh my god, these guys.
But that just little things like that just make it. And like we were saying, if Mick was, you could guarantee if Mick was alive, he'd take the Mick out of you. Pardon the pun.
I would have took him Saudi with me. I would have absolutely took him Saudi with me.
Can you imagine?
And
that would have been jokes.
That would have been amazing, because I want to show Mick, like, look, Mick, I came to the gym. I was that guy.
Yeah.
When you told me hit the bag, I was going crazy on the bag, like blah 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 blah. And Mick stopped and done this. What is that?
What are you doing?
This is how you punch, jab. Yeah. And he made me jab like this for 4 weeks, literally, till my hand became dead.
Yeah.
But this is all I kept. You know what? Even after the fight, I dedicated this fight to Fitzroy Lodge, to my team. Everyone was there. Everyone that supported me through this journey, because it all came down. Jackie, comes to Fitzroy Lodge to you. You was my. A lot of people don't realize as well. After Mick, you was one of my main inspiration in the gym. The way you used to have me going, I swear, no one had me going like this. Like, you know what?
I love training you. I did. I love training you.
A lot of people looked at weird. They saw a fight with a woman trainer. Like,
it's true.
But it was perfect. It was. But I would not have asked for anything better, because I felt we had a perfect combination.
Yeah. Can you remember when we went? I think it was in Camden.
Yeah.
Or was it Camden? But we went to a championships, And as we were walking to the ring, we were getting a little bit of abuse, a bit of snidey abuse. And after round one, the crowd quietened down. After round two, they went even quieter. And then after, like, literally round three, they were all like quiet as mice. Yeah. Can you remember that?
Yes, I remember. Do you know what? Everyone went quiet. I remember, and we were doing it after I did my job. I remember I came back to the ring. And you know, we used to have this thing. When I do good, you spud me. You give me like, yes, come on, did it. And that for me, it was like, yes,
yeah. We shut them up, didn't we?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I would love to see you back in the boxing world as a trainer, Jackie.
Do you know what? I've been asked. To be fair, I have been asked, and I miss it. I do miss it. But I also get the best of both worlds doing this because I get to talk about boxing, which is, a massive love of mine. Absolutely. Talking of the pandemic now, so, a lot of people were looking to sort of give up. Yeah. There was no income, etc., coming in. And so we lost a lot of really great fighters. Absolutely. How was it for you in the pandemic? How did you keep motivated, and keep your eye on the prize?
Well, I'll be honest, it was very, 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 very hard. I lost a lot during the pandemic. I lost so much things. Personal things were very difficult in my life, and it was that voice in my head that kept whispering. It was like, just be a bit patient, just don't forget the journey, don't forget the journey, because I know for a fact I can beat these top 10 fighters. At top 10, I know I can give them the work. I know I can. I know, like Bradley Ski put a quote up. He said, "I am game." When he said it, I believe the same thing. I am game. And it's the same thing like that. And it just kept me, because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be a Middle Eastern champion. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's good, well done, I did it, but I want something bigger. I'm hungry, I want something bigger. I just want to prove to the world I'm not a joke. I am actually a legitimate contender, a legitimate world level contender, and not only a world contender, but I do want to get a world title.
It's interesting because you've always been like that. You've been you win a championship and then you would go, that's great, let's move on now. Yeah. You were never sort of one of these kids that was like always going on about, I won the ABAs, It was like, I won, now I'm moving on. Which, sometimes you have to stop and soak it up. But equally, you've always wanted to do better, haven't you?
100%. You know what? I don't want to say it's insecurity or what, but it's just something in my mind. Because growing up, I wasn't the best in the classroom. I used to always get in trouble, whatever. I had speech disorder. I had reading difficulties when I was younger. Everything obviously sorted right now. I have achieved the best of the best marks. I went to university. I'm a postgraduate engineer. I've got first class. Actually, not first class, only some parts. But I've achieved the best.
You still went to university? Yeah. Because I remember coming and meeting you there one day, and it was a very, very proud moment. You came out with your friends, and little things like that make us, as coaches, buzz. But anyway, sorry, carry on.
That's all right. As a fighter, I only want to fight the best. I only want the best. My satisfaction will be when I beat one of the top 10 fighters. Then I say, yes, I feel good, because yes, number 100 is great, but it's not the world ranking. That world ranking solidifies, because I feel I got the whole weight of the Middle East on my shoulder. I honestly do. I got the whole weight of the Middle East on my shoulder, and I'm not a joke. I'm a Saudi boxer with British pedigree boxing in me. Mm-hmm. I mean by British pedigree, of course, my foundation is British as boxing. My upper is diverse. I've learned from different coaches. I've watched different boxers. I'm 5 boxers in one, basically. I'm the Mexicans. I'm the Russians. I put it all in one. I've made a complete fight, and this is it. I want to show it to the world that I can do this. I really can. Give me the top names.
Listen, you're only 8-0, so you've got plenty of time. I know it might not seem it because you've been boxing for a long time, but you've got plenty of time to develop. So you're still, like I say, 8-0. You are out with Michael, is it Mooney, on the 27th?
Yeah.
You know, what can people expect from you, Z? Because, like you say, you want to really rubber stamp your, I guess, your arrival back on the scene, don't you?
100%. What people can expect from me is basically, I'm gonna be the axe man. I'm gonna come and chop the tree down. I'm gonna chop the tree down. The tree's gonna get, but other than that, the tree's gonna be chopped down. And I'm not coming here to say, yes, I'm gonna knock him out. No, simple. I'm the axe man. I'm coming to do my job. That's it. Like how you know how the axe man, you know them old school American movies where he carries the axe and walks in the ring. Yes, I'm coming like that. Well, it doesn't matter what game he is, whatever it is. I'm a switch fighter. I can switch left-handed, right-handed, fluent in both styles. So whatever game plan he brings, the Axeman's gonna take over.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Listen, it's always a pleasure. I am so proud of what you've achieved so far and what you're going to achieve, because I know that there's more to come. Z, thanks ever so much for giving us your time.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for having me. And do you know, it's always good and amazing talking to you. And I would love to talk to you after my fight and let you know what's next.
Nice one.